Hi guys, it's Theezy of the Theezy and the Grace podcast and the Theezy's Voyage blog and the Grace Through Heartbreak support group. So it's been a while. I started this YouTube channel and with all intent of being more visual and being more present with this particular channel and stepping out of my comfort zone. I let everything else in life get in the way and just kind of pushed it to the back burner. But God has been ringing in my spirit about being intentional, and this is what I must do. I haven't really been, let's say, putting out more content because I've been feeling unmotivated. A lot of it is I have a new position at work that I started a few months ago, and it has been really intense. I love it by all means, but it has really been intense, working a lot of late hours and just really trying to get my feet wet into really learning the position. I've been pulled into different opportunities, which have really helped me learn and grow as a person and also in my career. But at the same time, it's like God kept saying, be intentional, be intentional. So with that, I started out wanting to get back into the gym, getting back into my workout mode, to be more intentional about my health. I just turned 40 years old yesterday, August 16th. Today is August 17th, so let me document that. But nonetheless, I just turned 40 years old. And before that, I will say I've been, just started working out. I kept saying, you know what, Lord, I'm working long hours. I'm tired by the time I get off. However, I had to make up in my mind to be more intentional. I prayed, and I still pray because it's a challenge every day. I'm not a morning person. Many of you who know me personally, I'm definitely not a morning person, but I get up within the 6 o'clock hour, sometimes a little later every now and then, but mainly within the 6 o'clock hour, and I go to the gym. I work out. I do cardio, and I mainly do weights as well, and, making healthier food choices. So being intentional is definitely not easy, but this is something that God has really been just constantly reminding me of is being intentional. And that leads me to actually posting this video, one of many that I will do, stepping out of my comfort zone here, regardless of how I feel, regardless if I want to do it or not, just do it. Because I know it's going to reach and help whoever it needs to reach. And I pray that it actually helps anyone that watches this. So my new blog post, I actually created it while I was sitting in the dealership getting my oil change today, and everything else that comes along with that. But I prayed, and God has really been, tugging at my heart to write about being intentional. It's a short blog post, and it will be recorded into a podcast episode, and it will be made available on the Theezy and the Grace podcast. Also, head to my website. It will be posted there, as well as the link to the podcast if you're not familiar with it. It is theezysvoyage.com, and actually I will post it here when I edit this video to where you will actually have access to it and know where to find me. Follow me on social media, all that good stuff. I do follow back. However, again, this is about being intentional. Being intentional, just think about if we were as intentional with God as He is with us, how much better would our life be? How much further and would we be operating in our purpose? How much impactful will we be in the kingdom and helping others if we were as intentional about God as He is us? So that's just something to think about. I do want to just kind of bring that question to you because that's what this blog post and podcast episode is about. It's about being intentional, and it's just a constant reminder. Let it serve as a reminder to, be intentional. Being intentional is not easy. It's something that you have to make up in your mind to do, saying, hey, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to be the best person I can today. I got to remember that God is with me, whatever I am facing, with whatever I'm walking through. I have to be intentional as long as I am intentional about God as He is me. And of course, we would never get it right every day. It is an everyday effort. It is one of those things that it can get to the point of where you feel like giving up, but every effort counts. Every small step counts. Don't let doubt and fear, and actually I'm preaching to myself. So everything that, of course, that I write about is something that I've gone through personally or something I am actually currently going through. And everything that I podcast about is equally the same. So I just want to encourage someone about being intentional. I want to pose that question to you about being intentional, and just read the blog post. I hope that it will definitely help you in some type of way. Even if it doesn't, I hope that it resonates with your spirit in some type of way, and that you will be able to share it with someone. Share the blog post, share the podcast with someone that it may help. And again, I'm just going to be raw and real with you guys. For one, I deal with anxiety a lot, especially when it comes to doing this blog post, the podcast, and even my support group. Luckily, I still operate in the support group. I may not post as much in the Facebook group, but trust me, outside of that, I do way more work in the support group area, as well as the volunteerism area as well. So definitely, just kind of keep in touch with me. I would love to collaborate with any of you, or if you know someone that, we all can help be impactful with helping others. I definitely am interested in being a part of that. So I am, again, stepping out of my comfort zone. I bought this ring light many months ago, and I'm just now really putting it to use for its intended use. I just want to be what God has me to be. I know it's not easy. I have to push through my anxiety. I have to push through my fear. I can't worry about who's going to watch it, who's not going to watch it, who's going to listen, who's not going to listen, who's going to read it, who's not going to read it. I actually have to do what God told me to do. And I'm going to tell you guys, it is not easy to push past that every day. It's like with my heart of hearts, I want to truly do it and just dive in. And then it's like I have a season where I'm diving in, I'm good to go. And then it's just like I withdraw. And it's something that I've been praying about and asking God to help me with, because I do realize that whatever God gives me to talk about, write about, or to speak about, it is definitely for His glory, of course, not mine. I'm not trying to be famous, Insta famous, or social media famous, nothing like that. This is all for God's glory, seriously. But I told God, I said, when I turn 40 and you bless me to see 40, I have to hit the ground running, and I have to step out of my comfort zone and just do it. I look at so many people that started out on YouTube and look where they are now. And I'm not comparing myself, but it's more so as an inspiration. It gives me hope to see people doing it in the natural realm as well as the spiritual. But it really gives me hope on where this can go. And again, it's not about me being famous. It's about me helping others. And I thank each and every one of you for your undying support. And guys, I'm trying not to cry because I'm a crybaby. But I thank each and every one of you for your support. Because it is a journey. Every day it is a journey. And I as very much would love to be doing this, as often as I can. And again, as I mentioned, it's time for me to be more intentional. So with that being said, there will be more videos to come. It will be some glamorous videos. Some may not be glamorous. I'm going to be touching on topics that you may or may not like. But, I have to go wherever God leads me and tells me to go. And that's just what I have to do. So I've already gotten more intentional about my health. Now it's time for me to get more intentional about my purpose. And this, guys, is my purpose. And I just want to be as transparent as possible. I had a family member to tell me that I was too transparent. I mean, if it's not for you, it's not for you. I can't live a life, pretending that I'm perfect, because I'm not. I just want people to know, these are the things that I deal with. These are the things that I struggle with. And this is how I'm getting through it. My way may not be your way, and it may not work entirely for you, but I do want to encourage you. I do want to help you in some type of way. I have to do and carry out what God has placed in my heart to do, and I'm going to do just that. If you are a part of my support team, whether I know you or not, if you are a follower on social media, even if you just reach out to me via email, I do get those. Thank you guys. I get the inbox messages. I do get the DMs. I want to thank you. I even get the tweets as well. So I want to thank you for your undying support and just riding with me throughout this journey and just still sticking by my side. So more things to come. Definitely feel free, head over to my website, theseasvoyage.com. Shoot me a message on the contact me page. about some topics that you may be struggling with that you would like for me to speak on. And actually, there will be some other great content coming. I'm still in prayer about the name for this particular piece. It will be featuring my boyfriend, which is the love of my life. So that is some great stuff that is coming along. It will be about relationships. So many of you know that I am divorced, but I gave up my ways and did it God's way. And man, I should have did it God's way to begin with, and I should have did it a long time ago. Trust me. So there will be more to come on that. So you guys just follow me, share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm new to this, so bear with me. We're going to ride this thing out together. So I thank you guys for your undying support. New blog posts, new podcast episode, Be Intentional, will be released within the next couple of days, actually by the end of this week. So make sure you are following me on all social media platforms. If you don't know, the links are on my website, theeasyvoice.com. Again, thank you guys for listening, and I look forward to rocking with you soon. Have a blessed day.